Welcome, beautiful people. This is Melissa. Welcome back to my channel. So this video will be a Q&A I posted on my Instagram story for you guys to ask me some questions, and then what do you want to know about me and stuff like that, and then I'll answer them in my next video. So this is that video. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright, so I have iPad here with the questions on it, and then I have about 10 questions. So this video won't be long or anything. It's just, some random questions. Some of them are what you guys ask, and some of them are questions that I feel like, cool to know. So yeah. Alright, let's go. So first question is real boring, real simple. What is my name? So my name is Melissa Leonard. Yeah, and just to throw in there, I'm 30. Yeah, so that's my name, Melissa Leonard. My second question is, do you have kids, and if you do, how many? So I have 3 kids. I have an 8-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 1-year-old. And here's my 3-year-old. What do you want? My 8-year-old is a boy. My 3-year-old, my daughter, which is the only one, and then my 1-year-old is another boy. So, yeah. Next questions. The last film you watched? What's the last film I watched? I know right now we are watching a show on Netflix called The Rain. It's like real good. It's like real cool because it's almost like what's happening right now with the pandemic. Only thing in the show, it's like way worse. Like the world is about to end worse, and like millions of people have died, and it's like a handful of people that's left. The show is like taking place in Denmark. So it's like real cool, but you have to check it out. It's called The Rain on Netflix. So that's what we're watching right now. But the last movie before we saw that, I think it's called Ridiculous 6. It's an Adam Sandler movie. Oh my gosh. It's one of those where it's like super silly, like stupid almost, but funny at the same time, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, if you know Adam Sandler, you have an idea of what kind of movie it is. It's really funny. But anyways, moving on. So next question is, how many siblings do you have? And if you do have, which do you love the most? Okay, so how many siblings do I have? Okay, so by my mom, she has 3 of us. I'm the only girl. So I have an older brother, and I have a younger brother by my mom. By my dad, I don't know. I'm joking. But, alright, there's my older sister. She's the first one. My brother, Mikey, Andy, Dwayne, then me, then Ramon, then Brittany, and then, yeah. So my dad has 8 of us, if I'm not, 8 of us that I know of. Yeah. Yeah. So, but one of my brothers passed away, the one that I came right after. I love that dude. Yeah, but he died in a motorcycle accident in Canada. I think it's maybe about 5-6 years now. I mean, it doesn't seem that long, but yeah. But I feel like, I don't know, me and him, it's just, like, for all my peoples out there who have like a lot of siblings, it's not that you love any one of your siblings more than the other, but for each one, you have a different relationship. Like you have that one where you can probably talk to, certain things about, and then you have that one where you can talk to certain things about, and then you have one where you can talk to about anything. So that's my relationship with my siblings. I don't love anyone more than the other. I love all of them just the same. Yeah. My sister though, my older sister, she's the first one. I feel like me and her though, like we have like a relationship with this, because she a part of my life. I lived with her, so she was like more of a mom than a sister at one point. And I feel like now in certain situations, she still, you know, have that mom role in my life because she's like 14 years older than me. She's like way older than I am. So, but yeah, we call each other, ride or die and stuff like that. So we can talk about any and everything. And, if I want someone to vent to or just to talk about bull crap or, pretty much anything, she's like my go-to and whatever. But yeah, but like I said, all my siblings, I have like a special relationship with all of them, so I don't love anyone the most. So hopefully that answer wasn't too long. Anyways, next question. Do you like roller coasters? Yes, I freaking love roller coasters. I'm like an adrenaline junkie, but at the same time, I'm like bad shit scared. I don't know if that even makes sense, but yeah, I love a good, adrenaline rush. Anything that could make me almost pee my pants, kind of. I love it. So I remember, I can't remember which amusement park this ride was at. Kindakot. At the time, they said it was like the tallest and fastest ride. I freaking love that. I remember me and my brother by my mom's side, he took me when I was a kid, and I think that's like one of my most fond memories of me and him. I know on my bucket list is I wanna skydive. I know in 2000 and what year was my daughter born? 2017. My husband got me a ticket to go indoor skydiving because, like I said, it's something that I've always wanted to do. And they said it's good to do the indoor one first before you go out and do the real thing, so you can actually get a feel of it and know what it's like. But your girl ended up pregnant, so I didn't go. So yeah, I'm yet to do that. And but yeah, I freaking love roller coasters. These I like typical chick flicks, and I think my top is probably like horror movies. Yes, and I can stay up and watch the scariest of scariest movies by myself at 12 o'clock at night. Yeah. I remember when The Conjuring came out, I watched that at 1 o'clock one night when it came out by myself. I love a good horror movie. Yeah, it gives me the heebie jeebies here and there, but I don't know, it's just something about it. I'm probably creepy. Favorite holiday? Beach, mountain, or city? I think it depends. Yeah, it depends because I probably like both. Um, but I think my favorite is whatever I'm doing with my family. So whatever, it's the mountains or the city. But I think, or thing, which I think is like my favorite right now, is whenever we go camping. Because last year we went camping twice. We went to this campground um in PA I think both of them were in PA, but one was like further away, and they were both nice. So they were campgrounds. They're still, you know, a little, what would you call it? Like, they had pools and that little stream. They had playgrounds for the kids. So, but yeah, I think camping. And another time we got a cabin somewhere out. I think it was West Virginia. I think we got a cabin, and that was really nice. So, like I said, it depends on what I'm at the time, like the time of year, you know. But I think it's just whatever I'm doing with my family. Don't matter what it is. We camp up one time. We camped out in our backyards. Yeah, so it was fun. We got the tent out. We got like the whole shebang out in the backyard. So that was cool. One thing you still have from your childhood. I actually have two. Well, this is four, but two. So yeah, I have this thing. If you can look, this thing, my niece broke it. But you just stick it back in there. I don't have any batteries, but you just put, it still works. So I got this when I went to Disney World when I was about 15 or 16, I think. Somewhere around there. When I went to Disney World, once again with my brother and his wife at the time. I think they're not divorced, but his wife at the time and their kids and whatever. Bought this, and then I said I was going to keep it until I was old enough and I have a daughter of my own. I was gonna give it to her, and I pretty much guarded it with my life. Like, anywhere I traveled to, I used to always take it just so I wouldn't leave it behind and then some kid or whatever would get it and break it. So I used to travel with this thing all the time, and now I have given it to my daughter. So, and still I still haven't let her play with it as yet, because she's now 3, and I think if I give it to her now, she's just gonna break it. So right now it's just sitting in her room on top of her shelf until she's a little bit older. But yeah, I have this. I think I was way older than 16 when I got this. And then I have this little guy. He looked like he's been through the valley of the shadow of death. Because yeah, all his stuff had fell out. I think when I had it, it was better. My kids like pretty much flattened him out. But this again, man, I have some good memories with my brother. This I got when I went to, I think it was Six Flags, I think. We went together and we played, you know, those games where you like either try and shoot the ball or something and you can win a toy. And he won this for me. So this is one of those hugger monkeys or whatever you call them. You just put it around your neck and then it stick. So yeah, and then I handed it off to my kids. So now my kids play with it. So now it's just, yeah. So those are the two things I've had from my childhood. Okay, so my next question is, who would be your ideal partner? J-Lo. I'm joking. So my ideal partner, fortunate for me, I married him. Aww. Yeah, I did. My husband is my ideal partner. So yeah. Get a little spiritual here, but he is pretty much everything that I've prayed for and more. So he's loving, he's caring, he's giving. You know, he's a freaking amazing husband, even more amazing dad. So I'm one of the few who got blessed with finding an amazing partner, like the person who completes you. It's like it's crazy because during this pandemic, a lot of families got broken up. A lot of couples got broken up. Hi, Papa. You got your dinosaur. You want to say hi? And this is my little guy. Say hi, buddy. His hair looks crazy. But yeah. So with the pandemic, a lot of couples, got broken up because they're not used to being together, and I feel like with the pandemic, it brought us like so much closer, as a family. For us, we talk about it all the time. Like the pandemic, it was more of a blessing than anything else because, you know, we got to do things together that if it wasn't for last year, would have never gotten a chance to do with it. You know, um, he has never missed a moment with my son, this one, because he was home the entire time. When he was born, because he was born in 2019. So he was home the entire time, so he didn't miss anything. Which with my daughter, he was home for the first, I think, 6 weeks of her life, and then he had to go back to work. So yeah, but with that, we were so blessed. We got to do stuff as a family, even though we couldn't go outside, but we made it fun for, the kids, and we came up with games and we went for walks and stuff like that. But um, with that said, it's like he's my ideal partner. We pray together. Um, we do everything together. Yeah, my guy is my ideal partner. Okay. All right. Say bye. Thank you, Steven. Say bye. Yeah, if you could live anywhere, where would that be? Um, I think I would want to live in Finland. I don't know. But yeah, I would love to visit there first though before I would say I want to go there, because this is just based off what you've heard. You know, um, Jamaicans, we have a saying where see me and come live with me are two different things. Yeah. So, but yeah, so I would love to go there. Me and my family go visit there for some reason. So that was the last question, but I'm gonna throw one in there. I'm gonna throw my biggest fear. So my biggest fear is drowning. God, it gives me the EBGBs just thinking about it. Yeah. Drowning is my biggest fear. I do not go on boats. I do not go on ships. That's probably one thing I'll probably never ever do, is go on a cruise or something like that, because I'll probably get anxiety and I'll probably die. So yeah, I feel like humans were made to stay on dry land. That's why God made water and land. Fish stay over there and we stay over here. That's how I feel. Um, yeah, but that's my biggest fear, because when I was pregnant with my oldest, my first son, we went to the beach in Florida. And you ever heard about rip current? Yeah, one of them little babies took me out and I almost drowned. Good thing I could do a little flutter here and there. But yeah, and it was like the most terrifying thing in my entire life. Like, it was bad because I was about 8 months pregnant, and yeah, it was bad because like the ambulance and everything had to came. It was me, my son's dad, and not his dad, his nieces and all of them were out. And I think my son's dad, his niece, they took them some hours before they found her. Good thing she was able to swim too. But yeah, I think the guy went out on those little sailboats thing, or paddle boards, or whatever you call them things. Yeah, I think he went out probably about 2 or 3 times before he found her. So I was scared of the ocean before then, and then because of that tragedy, I'm now terrified of it. So whenever I go to the beach, the water does not pass my ankles. Yeah, so that's my biggest fear, is drowning. Yeah. And another one is I am terrified of snakes. Yeah, this is probably a main one for a lot of people, but yeah, snakes. Yeah, terrified of snakes. Hate them. Yep. So that's all my questions and my answers. So if that was, hopefully it gives you a little insight on who I am. And yeah, oh, another thing about me is I love DIYs. Anything DIY, I love it. I do it. I DIY my own hair. Me and my husband, a lot of things around my house we do ourselves, because when we bought the house, it was a wreck, and a lot of it we did ourselves. So anything DIY, I love. I love to get creative and find ways to make things work. Because, you know, gives your brain a little thinking to do, and how can I turn this into this, and from this looking shabby and now to make it look nice. So yeah, I like stuff like that. But so this is the end of my video. Hope it's not too long, and I hope you enjoyed it, and like I said, you get to know a little bit about me, and put some suggestions as to what my next video should be. What would you like to see? Oh yeah, if you haven't seen my last video, I'll place it somewhere up here or over here or down here, so you can go watch that. And yeah, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.